33 is a 6-inch gun Monitor built in 1915 in the amazingly short time of 3.5 months from drawing board to launched, captained, ready to go. It went out to the Dardanelles campaign, the most awful period of the First World War, when we were trying to fight the Turks, took part in the Silver Bay evacuations, and then for the rest of the First World War was on station with the blockade of Thessalonica, the blockade of the battleship Goeben, and various shore battery details. It was essentially a floating gun platform.
So when was she actually retired from service?
Well, this ship didn't just go through the First World War. In 1919, it was in the Dvina River in Russia, in the Russian intervention. It's a war that nobody really knows about. In fact, it's the largest artifact in the world to have undergone an electrolytic passivation. We turned it effectively into a huge battery for 2 years and removed all the salts from the inside. Externally, we're quite happy that it's rusting slightly. It's removing further chlorides from the hull prior to us painting it. But we must be sure that we have the lottery bid in place before we make the huge investment into painting it.
And what sort of money are you looking for from the lottery?
From the lottery, we're looking for £600,000.
Have you managed to make contact with anybody who's ever served on her, or the family?
Families of people. Of course, 1915 is a long time ago. That we haven't come across any survivors, but only last week we had the granddaughter of one of the Marines on board, and the mother-in-law of that Marine, and they were fascinated to be able to look at where their relatives served. In fact, the granddaughter could actually see the hammock hook that maybe her grandfather hung his hammock from.
So once you've got that money, how long is it going to take before you can open it to the public again?
I think if you gave me the cheque now, we could say this time next year you could film the opening.